everyone and welcome back. I'm Judith Boss from Textile ETP and this is the second part of the SmartINNO Basic Course series. Today we are diving into sustainability, design in smart textiles and how sensor integration is shaping future wearable technologies. We'll explore not only the creative side of prototyping but also how we can innovate responsibly using smarter materials and smarter methods. So let's get started. But before that, I need to say that SmartINNO bridges the gap between academia and industry in smart textiles, providing students, researchers, and professionals with training and resource to enhance their skill and knowledge. I have to say, apart of that the project has received funding from the European Commission. And now we're moving to the next slide and, of course, beginner level part 2, Foundations of Smart Textile, Sustainable Design and Sensor Integration for Future Technologies. Now we're going to dive a little bit into the agenda. Here is what we will cover today: design and prototyping of smart textiles, innovation and sustainable textile materials, development processes with a focus on sustainability, and of course, smart textiles, sensors, and how IoT and AI are advancing in the field. It's all about innovation, but we have to be responsible of what we are doing, especially because it's a new market emerging and we are not going to repeat the mistakes from the past. So now we're moving to the next slide to already start on the content, which is going to be the sustainable design and prototyping. And we have to be clear that when we create a smart textile, we are combining electronics and fabrics. What is the problem? Electronics and textiles both have short cycles, and together they can create even more waste. That's why sustainability must be considered from the really start. So how do we do that? So by choosing, we can go to the next slide and we'll see that by choosing new materials, using energy efficient methods, minimizing waste, balancing function, innovation, and environmental impact. The goal is to create products that are smart but also responsible. We have to talk about as well that sustainability is driving material innovation. We are seeing amazing eco-materials like mycelium-based fabrics grown from mushrooms, for example, and as well biodegradable textiles that they are made out of microcellulose materials. And as we can see on our next slide, some companies like Mycotex in Netherlands, Ecorative Design in USA, and Key Milk in Germany are leading the way, offering new solutions that are compostable, renewable, and ready to replace traditional textiles. Even industries like fashion, interiors, and automotive, those companies are present, showing their new materials. Now we're going to go to the next slide, talking about the development process with a focus on sustainability. As we already mentioned, the design part is really important. When designing smart textiles in a sustainable way, it's really important to think first about the entire life of the product, from sourcing eco-friendly material fibers to making modular designs for easier recycling processes. Teaching users as well how to properly dispose those products. The key strategies include material separation, so electronics can be removed and detached from the textile itself, and of course, from the textile point of view, create biodegradable components to minimize waste. User involvement, encouraging responsible disposal, it's about thinking beyond the product. It's about thinking about the future impact. Now we are going to move forward the next slide and we are going to talk about innovative manufacturing techniques. Manufacturing smart textiles and wearables and e-textiles plays as well a big role. New techniques are emerging that can help to reduce production. For example, we have here the 3D and digital printing, that they have lower water and lower chemical use. Then we have as well laser processing with high precision, lower energy consumption, but we are also seeing eco-friendly conductive material like carbon-based inks, replacing more toxic and heavy options. Another exciting area, of course, is energy harvesting. As you can see, energy can be extracted from sunlight, friction, movement, and body heat. As well, new energy harvesting options are emerging. For example, recycled material power banks, GOME, are already making those power banks. And new batteries based on zinc and magnesium are safer and more sustainable than traditional lithium options. The future focus is life cycle assessment and, of course, circular economy in the area. And now we're going to see in the next slide the challenges and the circular economy. Sustainability in smart textiles is evolving, and we need better life assessment, LSCs, and for products and circular economy models. Education, consumer education about repair, reuse, and recycling and design for disassemble, it's key to make it work. It will be also key for future innovation. So now we are going to talk about advancing textile sensoring technology innovation in IoT and AI integration. Two key technologies that they are emerging and they are evolving really fast. Now sensors can be embedded inside the textiles and inside the fabrics. No hard modules needed anymore, and that allows making wearables flexible, comfortable, and durable. Textile sensor today can monitor a wide range of activities, like, for example, movement, as we talked on the previous video, pressure, temperature, all without direct contact with the skin, improving both comfort and versatility. So now we are going to talk about Internet of Things in smart textiles. That was the key technology that made everything explode. So smart textiles and the Internet of Things are powerful combination. IoT allows textiles to connect in real time, like for example, we spoke an ECG that it's monitoring your heart rate and it's sending the signals directly to your phone. As well, send that data wirelessly via Wi-Fi or Bluetooth and integrate with smartphones, smartwatches, cloud services. It's what makes garments truly, truly interactive. The part of our connected ecosystem with all your devices. Now we're going to move towards the textiles use. So with IoT, smart textiles can monitor vital signals, environmental conditions, physical activities, and of course the sensors can transmit the data using protocols like Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, and those sensors use those protocols to connect smart textiles with other devices. We have as well the real-time monitoring and of course the integration with other devices that can connect with IoT devices, smartphones and watches, and use cloud services to deliver the data. Now we are moving to the next slide. That is quite interesting because we're going to talk about artificial intelligence. When we add artificial intelligence into this whole ecosystem, into the smart textiles, we unlock the new wall of possibilities. AI can learn from the data collected, make predictions or detect anomalies, optimize the production in processes and factories, and even help clothing to adapt dynamically. Like changing insulation depending on the environment, it's textiles that we just sense. It's not just textiles that we are just sensing, it's textiles that they think. Now we are going to see in the next slide a few applications in smart textiles, AI applications. I'm meaning, for example, AI in smart textiles can include fabric that adjusts temperature depending on your body heat, wearable garments that can track body movement and suggest exercise to improve your rehabilitation, smart shoes that analyze walking patterns to prevent injuries. It's about creating textiles that understand us and, of course, respond to us on a proper manner. And now, moving forward, and we are arriving nearly to the end of that second video course. We're going to talk about a really important topic, which is privacy and data protection. Of course, all these data collected sometimes is sensitive, like the heart rate, location, or movement. Data privacy is becoming, and it's one of the big challenges, a real concern. And the key methods nowadays are including data encryption, collecting only the necessary data. And of course, we have to ask the users to consent about it. And of course, everything has to be compiling with the GDPR regulations. That is really crucial to start building an smart textiles or a wearable. And then arriving already to the end and to one of the last slides and sharing a bit the thoughts, smart textiles are not longer just futuristic ideas, they are happening now. But as we create more powerful and connected garments, we must do it sustainably, ethically, and with privacy in mind. The future is exciting, but we have the chance to make it responsible and don't do the same errors that we have done in the past, especially with fashion. So thank you all for listening, and I hope to see you on the next video course that we are going to unlock the advanced level first part of eTextiles. So thank you and see you soon.